It's my pleasure to introduce Champion Auto Store's Car Care Seminar. Car Care Seminar is produced to help you learn how to repair and maintain your vehicle. On this side of me is my 35 Ford, and on my other side is my 86 Grand Am. Although they look very different under the hood, they're really quite similar in some ways. The fuel and ignition systems are mechanically controlled in the 35 Ford. In the Grand Am, they're controlled electronically. The Ford carburetor takes fuel under low pressure and turns it into a vapor. The vapor is introduced into the cylinders and it ignites when the distributor sends a spark to the spark plugs. In the Grand Am, this fuel injector, which is nothing more than a solenoid-operated high-pressure valve, injects a precise amount of fuel, now a vapor, into the cylinders. Once in the cylinders, the computer tells the spark plug to spark, causing the vapor to ignite. Just as the carburetor needs maintenance, this fuel injector needs maintenance. And so it is with all the parts of your car, old or new. After watching this car care seminar, you will not only learn how to repair and maintain your vehicle, you will be convinced you can do it yourself. You can save dollars, have fun, and take pride in the way your car drives. For over 30 years, Champion Auto Store's goal has been to supply the needed parts, prices, and service necessary to take care of the do-it-yourselfer's automotive needs. Car Care Seminar is just one more way for us to meet our commitment to you of always providing the right products, the right prices, and the right answers for all your automotive needs. I'm sure that you'll find Car Care Seminar will give you the confidence you need to do the repairs and maintenance on your own car or truck.
Doing your own automotive repairs really isn't that difficult if you use the assistance of an automotive repair manual and our help. I'll be your host today for Car Care Seminar. Car Care Seminar is aimed at helping you become a successful do-it-yourselfer. You can save money and at the same time gain the pride and satisfaction of doing your own repairs. You don't need a fancy shop, and with a few of the right tools and a little patience on your part, it's easy to start doing your own repairs right in your own garage. The procedures I'll demonstrate on this tape are general in nature and should only be used as a guide on how to do the same procedures on your vehicle. The actual steps may vary on your vehicle from the ones that I show on the tape. For details on your specific vehicle, I suggest you refer to a published service manual like this one here. Today, I'll demonstrate how you can make your car into a multi-purpose vehicle by using it to pull a trailer. First, we'll talk about selecting the right trailer hitch and hitch ball for your needs. Then, we'll look at how to accurately measure trailer tongue weight, which can make a big difference on how your trailer pulls. Then, we'll look at how easy it is to install a light-duty trailer hitch. And along with installing a trailer hitch, you'll need to connect up trailer lights from your car to the trailer. So we'll take a look at connecting up trailer lights. If your vehicle is equipped with an automatic transmission, we'll look at how you can extend its life and prevent it from overheating by installing an inline transmission cooler. I'll show you what types of suspension helpers you can install to help handle the additional loads from towing a trailer. And lastly, we'll go over some safety tips to help make each towing experience safe and pleasurable. I'll explain each one of these steps and give you a close-up look at not only how to perform them, but also what tools are commonly needed to perform the repair. But please pay special attention to the safety tips mentioned throughout the tape, because the only repair that's a good repair is a safe one. So sit back and relax, because I'm going to show you how easy it is to get to know your car better by doing your own repairs and maintenance. Do you ever find yourself wishing that your car had more room? I know I do. Today's smaller cars are great for most needs, but they're a little short when it comes to hauling. The answer to this problem is as simple as installing a trailer hitch on your car. It usually only takes an afternoon to put one on, and they're not really that expensive. With a trailer hitch on your car, you can buy or rent utility trailers to give you the space you need for hauling. You can haul trash, carry your luggage for vacation or trips, carry firewood or building supplies. You can use it for loading up your furniture for moving, for pulling a snowmobile trailer, or use it for pulling a boat. I'm sure you'll find many other uses for a trailer and trailer hitch, but whatever you decide to use it for, it can sure take the frustrations out of a lot of those small jobs. The first thing you have to do is determine what hitch is the right one for your vehicle and your towing needs. There are three basic items that determine what hitch to buy: your vehicle's towing capacity, the gross trailer load or weight, and the trailer tongue weight. The first and most important one to consider is your vehicle's towing capacity. The towing capacity for your vehicle is the manufacturer's specification for the largest size or weight of trailer that the vehicle can tow. This capacity takes into consideration the strength of the car's attachment points for the hitch and the ability of the engine and transmission to handle the extra stress of pulling a trailer. It can usually be found in your owner's manual or by contacting the manufacturer themselves. Although some hitches do fit more than one application and therefore may have a higher total capacity rating than your vehicle. Whatever the case, never tow a trailer that exceeds the towing capacity of your vehicle. Towing capacities vary widely from vehicle to vehicle, but most smaller cars with front-wheel drive have a towing capacity that ranges between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds total weight, while mid-size and larger rear-wheel drive vehicles are often rated with a larger towing capacity between 2,000 and 3,500 pounds. That may be something that you want to consider when purchasing a vehicle. The second item to consider when purchasing a trailer hitch is the gross trailer load. The gross trailer load is the total weight of the trailer under fully loaded conditions. The key to this is fully loaded. That means if you have a camping or boat trailer, the gross trailer weight includes any water, gas, or equipment that you're going to carry in the trailer. It doesn't take much to add a couple of hundred or even 500 pounds to a trailer when loading up for a weekend. The last item to consider is the tongue weight of the trailer. The tongue weight is the downward pressure that the tongue of the trailer exerts on the trailer ball under fully loaded conditions. There are a couple of different factors that affect the tongue weight of your trailer. The first one is the total load of the trailer. The tongue weight of the trailer should be no less than 5% and no more than 10% of the gross load on the trailer. That means if the gross load on your trailer is about 1,500 pounds, the tongue weight should be about 75 to 150 pounds. That means when loading a trailer, disperse the weight evenly and don't exceed the 10% tongue weight maximum. And never exceed the load carrying weight of the trailer you're using. The tongue weight of your trailer can be easily measured with a couple of boards, a couple of pieces of pipe, and a bathroom scale. Let's look at how. First, park the trailer on a level surface and block the tires both front and rear to prevent it from rolling. Then, support the tongue of the trailer with a jack stand. If the trailer is heavy, use the help of a friend or use a floor jack to prevent hurting yourself. Then, position the bathroom scale in a board of the same thickness, about 3 feet apart, directly in line with the center line of the coupler. Now, place the short pieces of pipe in place, one on the center of the board and the other on the center of the bathroom scale. Lay another board about 4 feet long across the pieces of pipe. Make a mark on the top of this board that's 2 feet away from the center of the pipe on the scale and 1 foot away from the center of the other pipe. With another piece of board or the jack stand, support the tongue of the trailer on the cross board so the center of the coupler is on the mark you made on the board. The board or stand that you use to support the tongue should place the trailer level or at the same height it'll be towed at by your vehicle. Then, read the weight on the scale and multiply it by 3. This should give you a good approximation of the tongue weight of your trailer. Ours read 30 pounds, so when multiplied by 3, our tongue weight figured out to be about 90 pounds, which is between 5 and 10% of our gross trailer weight. A trailer that's not loaded properly will not only ride rough, but it may sway or not handle right at highway speeds. So take a few extra minutes and figure things out. It can sure make towing a lot more pleasurable and safer. Okay, now that we've determined our vehicle's towing capacity, our total loaded trailer weight, and the tongue weight of our trailer, we can select a hitch that best suits our needs. Generally, there are 4 classifications of trailer hitches: Class 1, 2, 3, and Class 4. Many Class 1 custom hitches will look similar to this one here and will carry a gross load of up to 2,000 pounds and a tongue weight of up to 200 pounds. But remember, this specification will vary from vehicle to vehicle. Class 2 hitches will generally look like one of these and are rated to pull gross loads of up to 3,500 pounds and a tongue weight of up to 300 pounds. Another hitch that fits this category is the pickup step bumper drop hitch. These are used where a step bumper is installed on the back of a truck and the ball height must be lowered for the trailer to ride properly. Class 3 hitches will generally look like this and will pull a gross load of up to 5,000 pounds and a maximum tongue weight up to 500 pounds. These styles of hitches are classified as receiver hitches. A Class 4 hitch is really no more than a Class 3 receiver with a weight distribution hitch connected to it. A weight distribution hitch puts downward pressure on the front end of your vehicle to distribute the weight of a large trailer more evenly, giving you more control and a smoother ride. By far, the most popular is the Class 1, which suits most people's needs for light-duty towing. With the hitch selected, we now have to choose a trailer ball to fit on the hitch. There are many different types of trailer hitch balls available. 1-piece, 2-piece, there's painted and chrome. There's also hitch balls with interchangeable ball sections. Hitch balls also come in 3 basic sizes: 1 7/8, 2-inch, and 2 5/16 inch sizes. By far the most commonly used sizes are the 1 7/8 and the 2-inch models, with the 1 7/8 being used on most light-duty applications. The 2-piece design like these are economically priced and usually available in chrome or painted versions for Class 1 or Class 2 applications. Another style is the internally threaded solid machine trailer ball. These balls eliminate the excess shank below the hitch, giving it a little cleaner appearance when installed on the ball mount. They're also available in chrome and painted versions for Class 1 and Class 2 applications. These 1-piece solid trailer balls are a little more expensive than the 2-piece design, but they're also a bit stronger too. Something fairly new on the trailer ball scene is the converter ball. With this style of ball, you simply install the shank on your bumper or hitch, and then when you need to tow a trailer, slip the correct ball size in place, lock it on, and go. When you need to pull a trailer that uses a different size coupler ball, just switch the ball to the right size and go. These are especially handy if you pull a variety of trailers from time to time. The most important thing to remember when selecting a hitch ball is to get one that has the right size shank to fit the trailer hitch you've selected. Common shank sizes are 5/8, 3/4, and 1 inch. A 5/8 inch shank ball should never be installed on a hitch that has a 3/4 inch hole in it. Installing the wrong size shank may allow the hitch ball to loosen up and come off or even break. Sure don't want that happening. Now that we've got our hitch and hitch ball selected, let's take a look at how to install a light-duty trailer hitch.
You'll need these tools for the installation: a drill that can accommodate a 1/2 inch drill bit, a center punch, a hammer, a 1/2 inch drill bit, and a set of wrenches. Before beginning, thoroughly read the installation instructions. The easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions that come with your Valley Tow Safe hitch will ensure an easy and proper installation. As you're going through the instructions, lay out all the pieces and hardware needed for your particular installation. Start by loosely assembling the drawbar, yoke, and chain clip. Check inside the bumper frame for any wiring, fuel lines, or brake lines that may be routed through this area. We don't want to drill through any of these. Next, center the hitch assembly against the bottom and the face of the bumper, holding the drawbar level. Mark 2 holes in the bumper face and 1 hole in the bottom of the bumper using the hitch as a guide. Center punch these marks and drill using the 1/2 inch drill bit. Attach the plate to the bumper face. Attach the drawbar and the yoke to the bottom of the bumper. Mark and drill the 2 remaining 1/2 inch holes in the bottom of the bumper. Attach the yoke to the bumper. In our application, we use the spacer plates provided on the inside of the bumper at each attachment point. Tighten all the bolts securely. We recommend that all the bolts be tightened to torque specifications supplied with the hitch. All that's left to do is select the correct size hitch ball for the trailer you will be using. Most rental trailers require the use of a 2-inch hitch ball. Your new hitch will accommodate all popular ball sizes. Attach the hitch ball to the yoke and tighten it securely. You're done. Here are a few tips to remember for safe trailering. Only use a good quality hitch ball that matches the size of the trailer coupler you're using. Use a hitch ball cover to prevent rust and corrosion on the trailer hitch ball itself when not in use. Safety chains are a must and required by law. Make sure you always connect them properly. Never overload the trailer beyond its rated capacity. Load trailers evenly to ensure proper tongue weight. A tongue weight of approximately 10% of the total trailer weight is recommended. Check to make sure that all fasteners or bolts on the hitch and the ball are tight and secure each time before towing. Make sure lights and turn signals are working correctly every time before you use your trailer. When driving with the trailer, every maneuver should be done carefully and slowly. Avoid sudden stops or changes in direction.
If you're just beginning to do your own auto repairs, or you know someone that is, one of the most important things you'll need are the tools to do the job. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to get set up with a basic beginner set of tools. Let's go look in the toolbox and see what I'd recommend for a basic set of starter tools. First, you'll need a good set of wrenches. I suggest getting a good set of combination wrenches. American sizes, ranging from about 3/8 of an inch up to 1 inch. And you'll also want a set of metric combination wrenches, ranging from about 7 millimeters up to 19 millimeters. In sockets, you'll want a 3/8 drive socket set with both deep well and shallow American sockets, and you'll want deep well and shallow metric sockets. The other item to look for in a socket set is a 3/8 drive swivel or U-joint like this, and a couple of extensions. You'll also need a good set of Phillips and regular screwdrivers. For miscellaneous tools, I recommend a regular and needle nose pliers, a lockjaw type of pliers, a snips, an adjustable wrench, a hammer, a punch and chisel set, a hacksaw, a flat and a round file, and a gasket scraper. A few of the specialty tools that you may want to consider are a couple of spark plug sockets, a spark plug gapper, a wire stripper and crimper, a soft-faced or rubber mallet, a torque wrench, a set of funnels, an oil filter wrench, and a 1/4 inch drive socket set. Of course, there's many other tools that you'll want to add at a later date, but a set like this should be a real good start on the road to doing your own repairs. Now that we've got our trailer hitch installed, the next step would logically be to connect up lights for the trailer we're going to tow. Even if it's a small trailer, I recommend always connecting up trailer lights and turn signals before towing. I know I feel more comfortable having all the lights working when I'm towing a trailer. Most light-duty trailers are wired with a flat 4-wire connector for the lights, although some larger trailers may have a 5- or 6-wire connector to service trailer brakes or backup lights. Each wire on the trailer connector is a different color for ease of wiring. No matter how many wires there are in the connectors, there's usually only one wiring code that's universal for all trailers. That wiring code is white wire to a good chassis ground, the brown wire to the taillight or license plate circuit, the yellow wire to the left turn signal or stoplight, and the green wire to the right turn signal or stoplight. This wiring code is usually printed right on the front or back side of the package that your connector comes in. When you purchase a trailer light wiring kit, make sure you get one with enough wire attached so when you're connecting it to the car, you still have enough wire to reach the connector on the trailer. Usually, they come in a wiring kit like this with 4 or 5 feet of wire already attached to the connector for just that reason. The tools you'll need to wire your vehicle for trailer lights are a good wire stripper, a test light, and a pliers or screwdriver for attaching the ground wire. Let's take a quick look at how to wire your car for trailer lights.
With the trunk open, locate the tail light wiring harness. Make sure your trailer wiring kit is long enough to reach the connector on the trailer. Next, turn the headlights or parking lights on. With the test light, probe the wires until the test light comes on. Connect the brown wire to this wire with quick connectors supplied with the kit. Now turn off the headlights and turn on the ignition switch to the on position. Activate the right turn signal. Probe the wires with the test light until the test light flashes. Connect the green wire of the connector to this wire. Now turn on the left turn signal. Again, probe the wires with the test light until it flashes. Connect the yellow wire to this wire. The last wire to connect is the white wire. Connect this wire to a good chassis ground. For vehicles which have separate turn signals and brake lights, you will need a trailer light converter to properly wire the connector to your trailer. Follow the simple wiring instructions supplied with the converter. Your installation is now complete. Hook the harness to the trailer and check all the lights for proper operation. You may want to tape all the connections with electrical tape to help ensure trouble-free connections. Place the wired trailer connector back in the trunk when not in use.
One last reminder when you're wiring the connector in. Make sure to wire the female end of the connector to the car, and the end with the male terminals should be wired into the trailer. If your turn signals flash rapidly when the trailer lights are hooked up, your turn signal flasher is probably not heavy duty enough to handle the extra load put on the circuit by the addition of trailer lights. That's easily remedied by installing a heavy-duty turn signal flasher like this one here. They usually only cost $2 or $3 and are pretty easy to install. The turn signal flasher is usually located right in or next to the fuse box or near the steering column underneath the dash. But don't get it mixed up with the emergency light flasher. The easiest way to figure out which one is a turn signal flasher is to turn the ignition key to the run position and turn the right or left turn signal on. Then, listen closely to where the clicking in the flasher is coming from. Another way to tell the two flashers apart, if they're mounted close together, is to touch the one you found while the signals are flashing. You'll actually be able to feel the flasher clicking. Once you've found it, switch the turn signals off, then remove the connector from the flasher, or like in our example, remove the flasher from the fuse box. Then, reinstall the new heavy-duty flasher. Once installed, recheck the turn signals to make sure they're working properly. Towing the trailer does put extra strain on your car, especially the drivetrain and the rear suspension. If you're going to tow a trailer on a fairly regular basis and your vehicle is equipped with an automatic transmission, I suggest installing a transmission cooler. Towing or putting additional loads on your vehicle increases the heat buildup of the fluid in your automatic transmission and increases the chance of early transmission failure. By towing a trailer that only weighs 1,200 pounds total weight, you can increase the operating temperature inside the transmission by as much as 30 degrees. It's a startling fact that just a 20-degree increase in transmission fluid temperature can cut the life of your transmission in half. If your trailer exceeds even 1,000 pounds total weight, a transmission cooler could definitely pay for itself in the course of a couple of years of towing. Let's take a quick look at what it takes to install a transmission cooler.
Before beginning, familiarize yourself with the instructions. we suggest placing the small parts in a box or tray to avoid any loss. Refer to the instructions for the best coil mounting location. We chose to mount ours in front of the radiator and air conditioning condenser. We removed the vehicle's grille for ease of view, although it was not necessary for the installation. Prepare the coil for mounting by slipping each end of the rubber hose over the tubing ends. Secure them with the hose clamps supplied. Now attach the 4 self-adhesive rubber pads for the coil as shown. Push the 4 mounting rods through the coil, piercing the rubber pads. Position the coil in its proper location and push the mounting rods through the cooler. They should protrude through the rear of the radiator. Push the locking buttons over the rods and tighten them to compress the rubber pads. Cut off any excess mounting rod. To preserve the vehicle warranty and for more efficient cooling, we suggest mounting the cooler in series with the factory transmission cooler. To do so, you must determine the transmission return line by one of the 2 methods detailed in the instructions. Carefully remove the return line from the radiator. You may need a backup wrench on the fittings to avoid damaging the radiator. Attach the coupler provided to the fitting on the radiator. Now cut the hose loop to length and attach one end to the coupler and the other end to the transmission line using the hose clamps provided. Start the engine and run it at fast idle for 2 minutes. Check the transmission fluid level and add as necessary, being careful not to overfill. Check all hose connections for leaks. That's it. You can rest assured that you've done a big favor for your transmission and maybe your wallet.
As I stated earlier, pulling the trailer not only puts extra strain on your transmission, but the added tongue weight puts added strain on your rear suspension components. Even 100 pounds of tongue weight can affect the ride and, more importantly, the handling of your vehicle. A vehicle that's overloaded in the rear can cause sagging and even dangerous handling characteristics. But there's a couple different ways to correct that and restore the handling to your car under load. Let's take a look.
Many original equipment suspension systems cannot handle the loads and needs of the average motorist of today. Before selecting which suspension products are right for your needs, check your vehicle to determine the type of suspension it has. If your vehicle has coil spring suspension, there are 4 basic types of spring assist products to choose from. The first and probably least difficult to install is the twist-in style spacer. This style may add up to 1.5 inches of lift by simply installing with a twisting motion such as this. Installing this type of booster can be done with your vehicle flat on the ground. The second type will require you to raise the vehicle to allow the coil springs to open. This type is a rubber push-in style of spacer which can give you up to 3 inches of lift. This slide-in type coil spring spacer requires the spring to be open to allow the spacer to slide into the middle of the spring or underneath the spring seat. The last type of coil spring spacer is the adjustable type of booster. The adjustable type booster can be used to lift or lower your vehicle as needed. Once installed, you then adjust the booster to the desired height. This type of booster will give you up to 2 inches of lift. For leaf spring vehicles, you have 4 different weight capacities of leaf helper springs to choose from. Light duty, which increases weight carrying capacity by 500 pounds, all the way to super heavy duty, full-length helpers for increasing load capacity up to 2,000 additional pounds. There are 2 other ways to increase the load carrying capacity of your vehicle, which will work on either coil or leaf spring rear suspension. A coil-type helper spring, which mounts to the rear axle assembly with U-bolts and supports to the frame, is one of them. You might decide to choose ride control rear shock springs. The ride control shock springs are easily installed by removing your existing shock absorbers, sliding the spring over the shock, tightening the clamps, and reinstalling the completed unit. You can restore or increase your vehicle suspension from this to this and it can be done in less than 1 hour using only basic hand tools.
The trailer hitch on your car can make it into a multi-purpose vehicle by allowing you to pull a number of different utility or recreational trailers. To help ensure safe and enjoyable towing, I suggest you take the time and effort to make sure everything is taken care of before heading down the road. Now let's quickly recap the steps we looked at to help ensure safe and enjoyable towing, like selecting the right trailer hitch and hitch ball for your needs, how to accurately measure trailer tongue weight, installing a light-duty trailer hitch, wiring your car for trailer lights, extending the life of your automatic transmission with the addition of a transmission cooler, choosing the right suspension helpers for towing and hauling, and lastly, some safety tips to remember when towing. The steps as we've shown them are general in nature and should only be used as an example of how to perform the same procedures on your car. Of course, different vehicles are going to vary in the specific procedures and the complexity of the repair. To help you perform these steps on your car, I suggest you consult an automotive service manual for the specific details on your vehicle before starting. Doing your own repairs and maintenance really isn't that difficult. You can save money, gain the satisfaction of doing the job yourself, and better yet, know the job's done right. To help you learn how to do the job right at home, we've designed a library of car care seminar tapes covering areas like disc and drum brake replacement, cooling system repair, customizing and protecting your vehicle, suspension repairs, starting and charging system maintenance, and more. We've gone to great lengths to ensure an easy-to-follow format on each tape that provides a close-up, detailed look and explanation on each topic. Ask a salesperson at your nearby Champion Auto store if there's one available to help you with your next repair. If you have any comments or suggestions on how Car Care Seminar could better help you do your own repairs, please address them to Car Care Seminar, care of Champion Auto Stores, 5520 North County Road 18, New Hope, Minnesota 55428, or call area code 612-535-5984. That's area code 612-535-5984. At Champion Auto Stores, we concentrate on helping you become a successful do-it-yourselfer with free written take-home tech tips, an in-store tech center full of automotive repair manuals and information, and of course, our Car Care Seminar tape series. We hope we've helped you get on the right road for doing your own auto repairs. It's really not that difficult. It can actually be sort of fun. I'm Scott Cusey, and I hope to help you with your next repair on Car Care Seminar.